Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now we are seeing a new Bitcoin signal on the chart, which I'll be talking about in just a moment. But for now, let's take a look at the shorter term. So here we are on this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, and we previously had this bearish divergence between the price action and the RSI, which obviously led into some short-term bearish price action, as I've been talking about over the past few days. But if we see a breakout here in the 4-hour RSI, and also if we potentially see a bullish cross in the 4-hour MACD, then those are the sort of signals that I'll be paying attention to help confirm the end of this bearish divergence and potentially another move to the upside in the shorter term. But remember, at the time of recording this video, we have currently not seen those signals just yet. So basically, in the shorter term, talking about the 4-hour time frame, technically we are looking slightly more bearish here, especially while the RSI stays in this short-term downtrend until we eventually see those signals that I just mentioned. And here on the 12-hour time frame for Bitcoin, we have the parabolic stop and reverse indicator still in the red, showing us that we are slightly more bearish in the shorter term, as I've been talking about over the past few days. And this has happened just after we've seen overbought territories in the 12-hour RSI for Bitcoin, and during the same time that we've just seen a bearish cross in the 12-hour MACD for Bitcoin. But here on the daily time frame, taking a look at this brand new indicator, which is known as the super trend V1.0. And basically, this indicator is used to help determine the current trend in Bitcoin and possibly trend reversals. So it is somewhat similar to the parabolic stop and reverse indicator, but it is calculated differently. And what's interesting with this indicator is we usually find some support along this indicator and also resistance along this indicator, whereas the parabolic stop and reverse indicator, we don't actually see that. And so right now, if you're looking at the super trend on the Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame, this has flipped bullish, and it is currently sitting at just underneath 38,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. So basically, if we break below 38k, then in that case, that will turn this indicator red again, like what we saw back here in November. Now, it is important to mention that this indicator, just like every indicator, is not 100% accurate. For example, back in the September correction, if you sold Bitcoin when this indicator flipped red and then bought back in when this indicator flipped green, you would have actually lost Bitcoin. But for the most part, this indicator is fairly good at determining trend reversals, and it especially works well when we're looking at the much larger moves to the upside and the much larger moves to the downside. So for as long as Bitcoin can remain above around 38,000 once again, then we could still be looking somewhat good here on the daily time frame. But looking at the same indicator on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, right now it is sitting in the red. But what's very interesting is usually on the larger time frames, indicators become more accurate, but this indicator, for example, is one of the few examples where it loses accuracy on the larger time frames. For example, if you sold Bitcoin right here when this indicator flipped red at the end of 2019 and bought back in during the middle of 2020, you would have lost Bitcoin, and then obviously you would have went on to make an amazing gain from there. But the same was also said on the daily time frame. But here on the weekly time frame, according to this indicator, you would have sold Bitcoin right at the bottom during July 2021 and bought back in during the beginning of the October pump. So you would have seen a short-term gain, and then according to this indicator, you would have sold that Bitcoin again at the end of 2021 at a slight loss. So why am I even talking about this indicator on this time frame if it is more inaccurate than it is accurate? Well, the reason why is because this indicator on the weekly time frame has proven to be accurate at determining points of resistance. So once again, this indicator on this time frame is inaccurate at determining buy and sell signals. But the last two times where this indicator has flipped red on the weekly time frame, both of those times we saw a perfect rejection in the Bitcoin price from this exact super trend indicator. And in fact, in the earlier example back in 2020, we saw two perfect rejections from this exact indicator before we finally flipped bullish again. So because of that, we can at least use the super trend indicator on the weekly time frame for something, which is determining this point of resistance. And right now it is coming in at around 57,000 approximately. And what's very interesting is how close that is to the golden pockets for Bitcoin here on the daily time frame. And because of that, I flipped these Fibonacci levels back to the linear scale, which is the default settings for the Fibonacci retracement tool. Previously, over the last few days, when I've been looking at these Fibonacci levels on the daily time frame, I've been using the logarithmic scale. But here on the linear scale, we have the golden pocket, which is the most important Fibonacci level, coming in at around 56,000 approximately. So as I said, that is very close to this point of resistance in this indicator on the weekly time frame. Other than that, we've got some strong resistance here in the VPVR indicator coming in between around 46,000, well, just below 46k is where it's starting, and it's going up towards around 49,000. And as I mentioned yesterday, if we see a significant break below 42,000, 40,000, then our next major point of support, according to this indicator, is coming in at around 39 to 40,000 approximately. And don't forget about the parabolic stop and reverse indicator here on the 4-day time frame for Bitcoin, because only just recently this indicator has flipped bullish, and this indicator, unlike the other indicator, has proven to be extremely accurate on this time frame. If I zoom out on the chart, you can see this for yourself. Pretty much every single time where this indicator has flipped into the green, we have almost always seen more bullish price action that has lasted for at least a few weeks, and in most cases a few months before we see the next major bearish trend. And something worth noting is the fact that the Bitcoin hash rate has just exploded into a brand new all-time high. For anyone that has invested money into Bitcoin, or if you've simply been around crypto for a while, you should know what this is. But for any complete beginners out there, you can think of the Bitcoin hash rate as basically the collective computing power that is securing the Bitcoin network, also known as the total amount of hashes per second that the Bitcoin miners are calculating. So basically, the higher the Bitcoin hash rate, the more powerful the Bitcoin network is, which means the more secure the Bitcoin network is. So right now, the Bitcoin network is currently more powerful than it has ever been in history. And if you zoom out on the chart to look at the entire history of Bitcoin's hash rate, it is almost always increasing as more and more Bitcoin miners plug into the network, and obviously as computers just naturally get faster over time. And honestly, if you are a long-term Bitcoin investor, as in you're planning to stick in Bitcoin for many years to come, the Bitcoin hash rate is far more important than the Bitcoin price. Because let's just say if the Bitcoin price dropped towards zero, then it's very likely it wouldn't stay there very long if the hash rate is at these record highs. Because while the hash rate is this high, Bitcoin is the most powerful computer network on the planet. But on the other hand, if we saw the hash rate drop to zero, that means Bitcoin has no security. You could basically hack into Bitcoin wallets, and that would obviously be far more damaging to Bitcoin than if the price just crashed. So for anyone out there that is a long-term Bitcoin investor, this is definitely a good sign to see. And if you want to get updates like this earlier than these videos, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment right next to my new Instagram. If you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. And before you click off, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads that are popping up right here. I've got a trading tutorial video and a passive income video, which both show you methods to earn more money on your crypto holdings. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.